So we end the night with the fans wanting to see a regular, standard, over-the-shoulder power slam. The power of the WWE, folks. Welcome to another edition of the WWE Monday Night Raw Popcast, exclusively here on the Popcast Network. My name is Owen. Joining me, as always, is Ashley.
That's what we were saying for the majority of the stuff on tonight's show. Go home.
Mm-hmm. Pretty much.
Despite that, it was actually a solid show. Weirdly enough, for the second straight week. Are they actually paying attention? Do they realize, talking's important and everything, but it doesn't need to overshadow the entire fucking show.
This is very true.
Because it was weird. Unlike in previous weeks, they said, coming up later, it's Roman versus Bray. And then Bray's cutting a promo saying, Chamber's lucky for me. Because this time last year, I won the WWE title in it. And my streak will continue this year. Now, Roman keeps losing, but he feigns the confidence. I see him for what he truly is. A failure that's begging to be put out of its misery. And then Roman does a retort promo back saying, hey, I get knocked down, but I keep getting back up again. Top fun.
That's something.
And nothing will stop him from becoming the next Universal Champ at Mania 34. And then Bray cuts in, and we immediately go to entrances. We had not even 5 minutes in, and we're getting entrances for our first match. Which is pretty ridiculous. For what was, I'd say, a pretty good match, it could have been better. Probably because we've seen this match too many times. And it was
way
shit
too many times.
Because it was shit the other times. It was like, oh, there you go.
I'm just done with it. I mean, I remember when the match was actually fresh and new and I wanted to see it. And now it's kind of like, nope, don't really want to watch this anymore.
Yeah.
I mean, there was like, okay, you're in a Midwestern town that is going to basically be exactly what WWE wants you to cheer for. There's not going to be many people shaking the boat. Not this time around. You have a match that has been done 1 billion times. And it wasn't a bad match. It was just there.
Mm-hmm.
That's all you could say about the match. It was there. It's the same stuff we've seen 1,000 times, literally and figuratively. It was just there. Welcome, Jeremy Mills, to chat.
Yeah, I mean, and the thing as well, it's like, wow. He went over clean.
Yeah.
With no interference from, like, Hardy at all. Weird. I mean, okay, there was the shit afterwards. You know, with Matt showing up and Bray trying to get in a shot and failing, and of course it went to Matt hitting a twist of fate, hate, a doot, or something. That sounded a bit like Peppa Pig. Not Peppa Pig, fucking Porky Pig. Peppa Pig, yeah. So then, as we come back, Gallows and Anderson are out, and here's Finn Balor. And it's going to be a one-on-one match with Dash Wilder, but then Revival go, we're the Revival. We're tag team wrestlers. Fuck singles match. You choose whoever you want, Finn, and we'll have a tag match. And prove why we are the best team in all of wrestling. And of course, they fucking lose. Also, weirdly enough, Anderson gets a W in this column. Because normally he's the one that's always fucking eating the pin. You know, Finn winning with the sling blade to drop kick to coup de grace. Awesome. Still trying to work out why they did it like that. But whatever. So now Sasha's watching herself tap out to Asuka last week on a tablet, and she's like, "Oh, so close to beating her. I know what's close to beat her now." And Bailey's come in because she's facing her tonight. Asuka, that is. She's like, "Well, you got any advice for what I should do?" And she's like, "With respect, I want to keep it up my sleeve because, you know, it's my chance to take her on." Bailey's like, "Nah, I think I'm ready for Asuka as well." He's like, "Well, why do you think that?" "Well, I've beaten you, and if you think you can beat Asuka, then realistically, I can beat Asuka." Weird logic, which sort of makes sense, but then again, we're also dropping the tease of Sasha or Bailey going heel. More likely Sasha, I would say.
Yeah, I'd say
From
so.
what we got. So now it's time for... Oh, I forgot to even put this in my fucking notes, the most important thing. Drake Maverick is on commentary.
Hold on. Let's not bury the lead here. Michael Cole goes, formerly Rockstar Spud.
Yeah.
Gotta love that. I can't let that one go out not mentioned.
Just like last time when Vic Joseph said it on 205 Live.
Don't forget, I haven't watched 205 in like a minute, so.
Well, it was only on last week. It's only been a 1 week deal, but you know, people like this stuff and whatever. And the thing is, during the commentary and everything, Drake was really good.
Yeah, he's great. Not enough people give him credit, honestly.
Spud belonged there more than Corey and bloody Coach. In all honesty, fucking beautiful. And the tag match, albeit brief, was pretty solid. With the pairs. Cedric getting the win with the lumbar check on Gulak because that's what you get for the Eagles winning, I guess.
I love the bounce too. That was amazing.
Just the look of like Gulak's face when he was midair, it was just like, oh, I approve. So Alexa's talking with the GM and looks happy as she heads off, and Kurt Angle is walking towards the camera. So I'm guessing the Angle's coming up next. Oh, lo and behold, the Angle's coming up next. So Kurt comes out and says, "History!" That fucking word again. History was made last week with the first ever Women's Royal Rumble. And lo and behold, history is going to be made again because we're doing the first ever women's elimination chamber match. Yes, it was said in that manner. I don't know why. Who knows? So he runs down the opponents. Keep in mind, there was a leaked list yesterday, or a leaked graphic that said it was going to be Bayley and Sasha,
Right.
the two of Absolution and Mandy Rose and Sonya, and Nia. This changed quite considerably because Nia got dropped out in place of Mickie James. The twist, though, is Nia will be in action at the Elimination Chamber show. She'll be taking Asuka on one-on-one. And there is an added stipulation. If, by chance, Nia manages to beat Asuka, she gets in the Raw Women's title match, therefore making it a triple threat.
Unless Asuka doesn't go for the Raw title, you stupid shit. Thanks for ruining it.
So, of course, upon hearing that, here comes Alexa. And she is pissed. But the really interesting thing that they do with this, and it's a very intriguing angle. She basically goes about the women's evolution is equality and how we're on the same level as the men. I'm having to defend my Raw Women's title, yet Brock is allowed to have a bloody break and put his feet up and not do anything. How is that fair? Where's the equality in that, Kurt? And Kurt goes, well, with respect, you haven't defended the title since TLC back in October. And she rightfully goes, well, that's because you never booked me in title matches, Kurt. To be honest, I think it's like the old time. You're dishing out the preferential treatment. And I think you're being sexist. And Kurt's like, I didn't think about it like that when I was thinking about it, but how about I ask the fans to decide what they want? Do you want Alexa defending the title in the Elimination Chamber? Yes, chance galore. And she goes, oh, they can do yes chance all they want. And he goes, one more time, everybody. Do you want her defending the title? Yes, yes, yes. And Alexa just walked off and Kurt's music played and I was like, where's the fucking payoff? They literally did the same. They literally did the same line pretty much twice because they were hoping to get a payoff and they didn't because it was shit. Which is annoying because the whole, Alexa saying that Kurt's sexist is the nice spin on obviously her trying to wheedle her way out of the match. But at the same time, sort of shooting to some extent. Because, how many times has Brock shown up over the past couple of months? 6 or 7, maybe?
Apparently, if you didn't see, he's actually going to be doing a lot of television in the next few months.
I think he's doing every Raw from Elimination Chamber on.
Yeah, that's what I saw.
But if you look at the period from TLC through to now, it's been like perhaps 8 or 9 times maybe that Brock's been on.
Makes sense.
He ain't going to be showing up until after the Elimination Chamber. So that's 4 weeks of no Brock. Anyway, John Cena Twitter promo. I'm going to be shouting them all the time, so you know. If you want to moan, blame Kevin Dunn. We're also getting Miz versus Apollo Crews in an Elimination Chamber qualifier and a tag title rematch with the Bar against Rollins and Jordan. We wanted that. Then we get an Asuka video package, which is always the jobber sign. The jobber sign. Then Black History Month. We've given up on actually showing you black people. So instead, it's just, oh yeah, WWE went to the Civil Rights Museum a month or so back when they went to Memphis. You know, it's not like celebrating like great black wrestlers or whatever. Apparently they've given up. Or I guess they did want to give it to Dwayne, but because he was taking a role away from an actual paraplegic person, that might be a little bit unfair. What the fuck is up with Skyscraper?
I don't know. I haven't seen it.
It's Die Hard meets Towering Inferno.
Interesting.
Meets
That's
any
not a
other
versus
generic shit.
That's not a versus you will see on this network.
No, but the verses that I'm calling out for AJ to do is Darkest Hour versus Churchill.
Not going to happen.
Because it's exactly the same film. Asuka versus Bailey is actually a good match.
Yeah, because they let Bailey actually get some time to work.
All the women's wrestling stuff. Yay! Asuka, it was close again, but Asuka gets the Asuka lock and gets the win. And Asuka offers a handshake afterwards, and it was like, yeah, show of respect. That's intriguing. And then the Bar Twitter promo. And now it's time for Miz versus Apollo Crews. But Miz, of course, because it's Miz, cuts a great promo. Saying, you know, the stars have aligned. 2018 is the year of the Miz. You know, it's all started with my first match back, and I got my IC title back. The week after, I beat Roman again. And, you know, Roman couldn't contend with my momentum. Hell, I've heard a report. I think he said, here's a spoiler or something like that. My last match with Roman was what motivated the Eagles to win the Super Bowl last night. Which is interesting considering last week he said how the bloody Patriots would win. So, you know, spin machine. But it ain't going to stop here. It'll roll into the chamber. He'll win. Then a Mania. He'll face the reigning, defending, undisputed. It's like sort of doing the Heyman voice to some extent. But then Mania, you know, the stars will align even further. The new TV show will be shooting at the show. His new kid will have just about been born. And he'll become the first ever Intercontinental Universal Champion. And then here comes Apollo Crews. Along with Titus O'Neil and Tits. And the thing is, when you first saw that this match was happening, I think you were fucking pissed, Owen.
I was confused.
After seeing the match, should you have been confused?
See, the thing is, once again, we said this before. They gave Apollo Crews time to work tonight, and they let him actually get some shine in. And it was good.
It's beautiful.
and Miz goes into the chamber. And the big rumor that's been going around is Jason Jordan was going to get that last spot. And now it's like, nope, because apparently his neck injury is a lot worse than they thought it was. They're taking him out completely.
They're all getting fucked up with neck injuries because Vince is working them like slaves.
Yeah.
It's all coming true. So yeah, Seth's backstage and Jason, Kurt, and the medic guys there, and it's like Jason was feeling some sort of twinge in his neck. They've double checked on it, and he ain't going to be medically cleared to wrestle tonight. And Seth's like, "What am I going to do? I've got my tag title match next." And then he looks over, and everyone's going, "Dean?" And then, of course,
Rip headphone users. My apologies once again.
that's what you always get with bloody, Iowa town. Quite literally, because Seth. So I guess Bar versus Shield officially,
Yeah.
and it finally might be happening, maybe-ish something, because the boy known as Jason decided to show up at ringside because reasons.
But so many great things. Rollins did it as always.
Did a motherfucking deal!
Tornado DDT, rolling snap suplex, Falcon Arrow. Yes, he did the deal. Life is good. Avada Kedavra near fall, Ripcord Nice for a near fall. And then Sheamus gets super kicked when he comes off the top. They set up the Cerberus bomb after the tag to Roman, and Cesaro pulls Sheamus out. They go to escape. Jordan's like, nope, that's not happening. And then, of course, he lets his hot-headedness get the best of him.
God bless the WWE Network and Coliseum Video.
So yeah, Jordan just basically punches Cesaro and gets his team disqualified. It has begun. If Jordan is able to work the match at Mania, this is building it up.
Fuck off.
But even if that's not the case, whenever Jordan's ready to come back, they have pretty much laid the groundwork now for the match to happen between Rollins and Jordan, regardless if it's at Mania or not. They just got to set up a program in the meantime, like a backup plan. And it's not going to be the Chamber now because there's a 4-way next week, and Seth Rollins is not in it.
I don't know what the plan is now for him.
I don't think they do at this point.
No, well, yeah, because everybody gets fucking injured because, that shit. And then, Braun Twitter promo!
Braun should not be doing Twitter promos.
Nobody should.
Well, they should be doing telephone promos. I agree with that, but make it more, I don't know, not scripted. That's the point why they work.
So then Seth's backstage and he's pissed. Braun's pissed. Well, sorry, Roman's pissed. Kurt's pissed. And it's like, okay. There's no point in you being around here if you're not sort of physically active. So I'm sending you home, Jason, until you're ready. And of course, Jason's like, "Oh, but Dad." And Kurt's just like, "Damn it, go home!" Like, holy shit.
It was funny.
My black son. Go home.
I kind of liked it how Rollins just kind of snapped on him first before it happened. And Angle's like, was trying to play peacekeeper here. And then he's like, screw it, you leave now.
And then it's time for the most important theme of all.
Oh, God.
She ain't like most girls. She's going to face some fucking jobbers. Oh, shit. I forgot. We need to do the... need to find the thing. Thanks, Kill Bill.
Oh, yeah.
Attention! This is a jobber alert. Also, they're from Michael Elgin's school, so this could get fucking awkward.
The name was Vanessa Floyd.
Vanessa Floyd, who is actually Savannah Stone.
Yes, correct.
From Day Indies. And all that jazz.
This match was over. You pretty much. I literally looked down at my phone for a second and it was done. I mean, she got like 2 seconds of shine with a drop kick and then Vader attack, big splash, modified gorilla press, but it was it was the opposite side. When the Warrior used to do it, he used to do it and drop behind. When Nia did it, she literally dropped her in front. And then she hit the brother leg drop and gets the win. And then she cuts a promo that is so bad, I'm not going to lie to you, I felt like I was having backyard wrestling flashbacks.
Yeah, it's like, well, you're facing Asuka in 2 weeks. Oh, no, sorry, 3 weeks. At the Elimination Chamber show. And Nia's just like, I'm the only woman in that locker room that doesn't fear Asuka. And you know what? I'll mess up your face so bad. You'll need to wear that mask you come out with permanently. And, you know, she may call herself the Empress of Tomorrow. I'm going to make her the Empress of Yesterday.
I mean, that's not a terrible line if it was delivered properly.
No, it was a terrible line. After seeing it, I was just thinking that they just cut to sort of Triple H or bloody Vince in the gorilla position backstage, and then after hearing it and hearing what the writers gave to him, this just happened.
I figured that would be back tonight.
Why do we hire these fucking cunts? I can't write shit!
I could say something right now, but I'm going to choose not to.
And we blame Dewey Foley.
No, nice guy.
Oh, God. And now, time for Mickie James versus Sonya Deville.
Oh, boy.
Fuck. It's an okay match. The most important thing is Mickie, I think, got a roll-up from out of nowhere and got the upset.
Yeah,
winner.
once again, I looked away for a second and the match was over. And you got to put Mickie in the chamber because you have to have a veteran that's going to be able to guide the greenhorns through the match.
Yeah, because Nia ain't green. Nia isn't experienced enough. Bailey
She's
and
not
Sasha
Amber.
probably would be
Right.
to some extent, and even I'd say Alexa's relatively green.
I wouldn't go that far.
Or she was in the next tier down from the generation of Bailey and Sasha and Paige coming in. I would argue.
I mean, she's only been in the business for 5 years, but still. Let's see what Bailey's been in
Also, the
business
other two have done wrestling all their life, from what I can
Bailey's
tell.
been working for 10. And
Sasha was
Sasha's
doing it for a bit as well, though, wasn't she?
she has been working. Oh, I don't care about him. I don't care about him.
How
Okay,
dare
hold on
you?
1 second.
How dare you slander Rusev on Rusev Day?
I like Rusev. No, I'm referring to Mikaze. Mr. Sasha Banks.
He ain't like most girls. He does
I
sequins.
know he's not. Yeah, it's a shoot. No, Sasha's been around since. Are you serious? Sasha's been around for 8 years. So 5, 8, and 10.
And Mickey's like 50, 15, 20?
I'd say 20. Let me check to make sure. She debuted the year. This is gonna make me feel even worse. She debuted almost 20 years ago. Yeah, she debuted in 1999.
Nice.
Here I graduated from high school. Yay. Makes me feel even worse.
But then interestingly, after the Absolution beatdown, which was coming, it's Alexa that makes the save.
Very random.
I think it's like, well, she's having to find sort of people that she's been allies with in the past.
I mean,
Sort of
perhaps.
ease her way through.
Are we I know this is probably not happening, but are we looking into a potential Alexa Bliss face turn after WrestleMania?
Yeah.
I think we are. I think I know that the ratings have been crap and WWE doesn't like them, but I mean, I truly believe this whole association with Braun Strowman is basically designed to turn Alexa babyface. Same with Total Divas.
So yeah, next week, all the losers, bar Kane, who's
Dead.
MIA dead.
Diva Co. Kane is dead.
Get the final shot at getting into the chamber. So it's Apollo Crews, Bray Wyatt, Matt Hardy, and Finn Balor. One of these things is actually not like the others in a positive way. Then Elias does a nice little tune before doing the whole Walk with Elias deal, which is still not as important as Rusev Day. And then does his song. Cena, Braun come out. And these three have an interesting, if brief, sort of, I don't know, hardcore match to some extent.
Yeah.
I wouldn't say it went on the verge of street fight stuff, but obviously we had the guitar being used and ring steps and whatever being incorporated in. But the finish is basically something that I think me and Owen actually saw coming.
Well, yeah. It was obvious from the beginning exactly where this was going to go. Here's the problem. I want to start with this being my first issue. I understand it's a very basic move that has been used so many ways. Like, for example, just for sake of argument, Braun's version of the running power slam is basically the Oklahoma Stampede. But still not really running with it very much. Still, it's the closest way to put it. Weirdly enough, I wish that Braun had a more impactful finisher. I worked with a guy in a promotion I used to work for many years ago that was the size of Strowman, and he finished people off with a psycho driver.
Mm-hmm.
To see Braun Strowman do a psycho driver would be a thing of beauty. But WWE would never let that happen.
For sure.
He needs something unique. He needs something unique, though. I mean, a running power slam is just that. I mean, like, obviously, like you could use like the Fire Thunder driver, which is potential, but I mean, that's basically been used before. Like Rikishi used it, so I mean, you could use that for Braun because he's already hurt you up anyway, and he basically is able to throw you around like a rag doll. I don't like his finish. Mm-hmm. It's not. I mean, it's taken me a bit to grow on for Strowman to grow on me anyway. But I mean, I don't like his finish. But I guess the thing about it is that it's so. It may be basic, but it is such a deliberate pop from the crowd whenever it happens. They basically tonight did something off television on television.
Yeah.
Music died, and then the obliteration of everybody in the ring. That's off camera. That's not on camera.
No, but the music died, and it was like he fucking shrugged as if to go, "Where's my music?"
Pretty much.
And then I guess he must have got the word. Yeah, do it again. And whatever. So, yeah.
But yeah, Elias steals the win after the power slam, and then to the shock of no one, really.
And destroyed.
And immediately Braun gets his heat back. And he wasn't even the one who ate the pin. And I mean, that's Raw in a nutshell. Live crowd got 9 matches tonight.
Yeah, well, hang on. They got 11, I'm guessing.
Oh my god! Well, I'm getting to that. I've got them.
I wanna see what they are beforehand.
Main event spoilers. Goldust defeated the master of the losing streak, Kurt Hawkins.
Yeah, for a second straight week. Oh no, I guess Bailey was last week. Cool.
And in the main event, Kalisto defeated Arya Davari.
Right.
I don't. How do I put this? Right now, WWE for me is just kind of like on cruise control. There's a lot of solid things. I'm not invested at all.
Well, it doesn't help that apparently Lars Sullivan has disappeared.
Yeah, it doesn't help that I basically sleep through most of Raw now.
Our boy Johnny is possibly gone.
Yeah,
maybe.
And something's to that, obviously, because we're leading to TakeOver WrestleMania week.
We're leading to the tapings in Flowrider.
Yeah, I'd like to be able to go to those. Tickets are not still available, not even close. They've been sold out for a while now.
Orlando, Full Seal.
Yeah, back at Full Sail.
Full Seal.
Tickets are officially sold out for March 7th taping. So in a month from now, we're going to find out what's going to happen with the next set of tapings. Back in Full Sail. If you are in this wonderful area or in the surrounding area, if you're vacationing in this wonderful area, then tickets are going to go on sale for the next NXT set of tapings on April 11th. And that's a Wednesday night. Tickets are going to be going on sale Monday, February 12th. So this coming Monday, tickets will go on sale for Full Sail for the next set of tapings. And that's going to be the taping. That's going to be all the tapings that are listed. More information at nxttickets.ticketforce.com.
Something that's also probably worth mentioning as well. Which I completely forgot. Was it in my notes? Can I quickly see? Oh yeah. There's a new channel as part of a Twitch marathon, always on stuff. As was rumored months ago, you can now watch old and current AAA shows on Twitch for free.
Interesting.
So all the Friday I wouldn't say Arena Mexico, but all the big Friday shows that they have going on over the weekend, or at least they did this weekend, it's going to be live on Twitch for the beautiful price of 0 dimes. Because, that's obviously Big Cass's catchphrase now. Nobody else ever had it. Ever. What have they
Very
got on
interesting.
now?
A very interesting thing going on. Apparently, around August, WWE is going to be holding a Latin American tournament.
Oh, good. Barely any. Ooh. That'd be interesting. Oh my fucking god. They just had. Oh, it's a montage package of possibly El Macias murdering the shit out of midgets. Wow, that's brilliant. Like, there's just this 2-3 foot midget and this weird mask guy that might be El Macias or it might not. I don't know because this is from April 2011. Whatever. He just smashes the midget over the head, sort of as if it was a pane of glass. It was like, Jesus. Beautiful. I mean, it's not beautiful. It's rather disturbing. But there you go.
Well, speaking of other great things, it was announced earlier today, Friday, April 6th, in New Orleans, Game Changer Wrestling presents Joey Janela Spring Break 2, Joey Janela versus the Great Sasuke.
Oh, no, that was the thing that broke the internet last week. On Thursday. I don't know whether anything's coming today.
Nothing as of right now. Ticket sales are very brisk, according to Joey, and I buy that.
Makes sense for what they're delivering.
With the newest wrinkle in being the Elite, we basically have Supercard of Honor, which is now set up for Cody versus Omega.
Which we might actually be able to sort of cover.
Yeah, it's going to be tough.
Because by the looks of it, Supercard of Honor is starting at 7:30 local time, which would obviously be 7 o'clock Central Time for NXT. So it makes me think they've done that on purpose, because they're going to try and catch everybody that's come off Takeover and go, hey guys, do you want to watch some crazy Ring of Honor shit?
I hope so.
Abso-fucking-lutely.
I want to cover both shows that night, but I mean, I hope we're going to be able
They
to.
literally overlap. So I might have to have eyes on 2 streams.
That's going to be real hard for me.
Yeah. Well, it depends whether the quality of the matches are good. If there's like shit matches on one of them, it'll be just like, yeah, we'll ditch that one. And whatever.
So, yeah. I really don't think there's much else we could say about tonight's show.
Solid. Solid, delivered.
It was fine.
Yeah. I'm looking forward to what's to come.
Indeed.
Yeah, we've had 2 good weeks of shows, and we're in San Jose as we build closer to the Americas. I don't know why I said that. What I meant to say was bloody Vegas. Let's just have a quick look. So, Kansas City, Missouri's got SmackDown tomorrow. Then NXT in Orlando, of course. So yeah, Raw in San Jose, SmackDown in Bakersfield, CA. Sting's going to randomly be at the Dallas Autorama because or something. And then the week before the Chamber, Phoenix, Arizona gets the double Raw and SmackDown at the Talking Stick Arena. To back-to-back shit. And then after the Elimination Chamber show in Vegas, Raw's in Anaheim, SmackDown's in SmackDown's going to be in the Staples Center. Interesting. Is that where they pulled the trigger on Ronda?
Be a good bet, but the thing is, put her on SmackDown. That sets up. That's really dangerous if they want to do it that way.
If they want the viewership, they'll fucking do it.
It's true.
We'll see.
But
We'll see how it all develops.
I think that's our show.
Mm-hmm.
We should be back here Wednesday night, 9 p.m. for the Wednesday Wrestling Popcast, which means we knocked out Raw, so we don't have to talk about it now. So yay! So many things going on. New Japan, as we've had some shows to discuss. Lots of things going on. We'll be discussing all of that on Wednesday.
Mm-hmm.
And where can we find you on social media, Ashley?
I am on Twitter at AshIsMyNameUK.
Right. So Ashley's Sip and Snack will be changing very soon to its official title.
Considering how there are 0 videos left, I guess yes.
There is no more Sip and Snack guest stars for Ashley. No, he is now officially graduated to his own weekly segment. So it will have its own name, too, and we'll be debuting that.
Weekly or when I don't want to do gaming stuff.
As long as there's content.
Yeah, there'll be some sort of content from me. Not just in the wrestling connotation.
Ashley weekly content.
Yeah.
AJ has just, it was an interesting weekend for AJ. AJ put up brand new verses. There's a correlation between the verses that are moving the next several weeks. I hope you guys and girls out there can figure out what the connection is. And AJ did have one of the very first reviews of the newest released Cloverfield Paradox that came out earlier today, or should I say yesterday now officially because it is Tuesday, as well as Hostiles, and there was one more as well, and that would be the new National Lampoon's movie, Futile and Stupid Gesture.
There's another one.
Yeah, it's the story of how National Lampoon was created.
Oh, okay, so sort of the actual one.
It's David Wayne directing, from The State and Stella and Wet Hot American Summer. So that obviously I'm all in there. Speaking of all in, we'll get to that in several weeks too. That should probably be announced before the month's over, if I had to guess. Officially.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, apparently CM Punk's fighting a UFC event in Chicago. I think that's official now. We can talk about that on Wednesday.
Is it confirmed?
I'm pretty sure.
Double check if there's anything with Mushy Dave.
If it's not officially confirmed yet, it's been.
Well, because UFC's going to Chicago for the first time in a while.
Yep.
They're sort of going, well, it's an obvious place if he is going to make a comeback. So,
yeah,
we'll see.
So you can follow me on Twitter at Sir Owen Disney. Follow the network at Popcast Network. Check out our Facebook fan page at Popcast Network. And you also, if you have any ideas for Sip and Snack or Versus and the other regular segments on this network, want to be part of the guest star series, shoot me an email, siroandisney@gmail.com. So, quick programming note. Had nothing to do yesterday. Almost got a podcast yesterday, but didn't end up working out because I never could get a hold of Ashley because it's the difference with time changes. You can't really, sometimes it just doesn't work that way because there's busy times and everything. But very soon in the very near future, we're looking at our Oscar video, which is going to be talking about our reactions to the Oscar nominations, our official predictions for the Oscars, our official predictions for the BAFTAs, and our official predictions for the Independent Spirit Awards. And yes, one last Oscar podcast to take us out on top. And officially mark the fact that I've been in Orlando for a year now. So...
And also to mark the fact, let me just double check. Yeah, you're still behind after the DGAs.
I'm getting him back on. I'll get a point at WGA, so I'll be good. So that's going to be your show. Once again, I want to thank everyone for joining us, whether live or in archive. And in a world where there are a billion wrestling podcasts, we're very pleased that once more this evening, you have chosen a Popcast. I want to thank everyone for watching. Thanks, everyone, for listening. And until tomorrow, boys and girls, that's all we got to say about that.
And at least we can do better promos than I.